Hey, my name is Jack, and I'm here with a different kind of video where I will show you how to spot bad builds. So, I see this every single new league, all right? I see it all the time. I've seen it for over 20 leagues at this point, and it annoys me every time. There's so many things that when you look at a build or you look at a video on YouTube, maybe you other YouTubers, and they do these things that are easily spottable when you notice this is a bad build. And I will start with the most obvious stuff right here. This is one of the ultimate red flags for me. If you see a YouTuber use AI art, they absolutely do not know anything about Path of Exile. And no content creator ever worth his salt would ever use AI art in his thumbnail or anywhere in his video. That is one of the biggest red flags for me. Then another thing that I've seen people do is something like this, where you see this video was posted as a league starter build for the 3.27 league on the October of 19, which is weird because the patch notes came out on the 23rd of October. I will echo this every time. If somebody posts a build like video before the patch notes even drop, like it's completely redundant. You don't know any of the things that would change. Um, just any video like this is already not accurate. Another thing which I've seen people do very often is something like this, where people put in damage numbers or specifically put in keywords like shaper DPS, like uber viable, super fast, like map clear, all this and that. Um, if you then go into the POB and you see stuff that's like this, right? You look at it for a moment, you see, oh, the damage is actually kind of nice, right? And then you start looking at it, you look at the defense, it's like, oh, 40,000. It's actually kind of low, right? And then you look at the items and you see, Inextricable Fate on day one. This is an item that only drops from Ether. And the Archon Tools is an item that specifically only drops from a different Uber. So how you're gonna have these items on day one, and then you also have a thread of hope, right? It's just not feasible to get this on day one, like these specific items, right? There will be a certain point of time where people kill these bosses and these items will be available in the market, but not on day one. Um, and I see this so many times over and over where people put in like tabula rasa. You can farm a tabula rasa on day one doable, but it's actually gonna take you like the entire day, basically. When you're leveling, you do not have this item, right? And in this specific QB, somehow they got a storm charger in Act 2. I have no idea how that's possible on a day one league with like no ults. And then all of these, Serious Foible actually got an increase in rarity. It's a lot rare now. And all of these items, Healthy Mind, a corrupted Healthy Mind, you're not gonna have this. These are bought items. This is an alt. Something that I see in builds a lot is this. Everything has 20 gem quality. Like literally every setup has 20 gem quality, 20 gem quality, 20 gem quality, 20 gem quality. That's just not feasible on a league start. This should all be zero, right? You can have 20 gem quality on day one. And one of the biggest things that people do since the inception of part of building is mess around with custom modifiers. And then I see stuff like this. Plus 200% to all resistances. Where does this come from? Because I don't think this modifier exists in the game. 40% of physical from hits taken is fire damage. Oh, look at that. Oh, we're really tanky now. Look how much resistances we have. Oh, well, I guess we don't have these resistances actually. So if you look it up, Path of building build, check this box and check the configuration page in general. There's like so much stuff. Like people like do this where just click all of these things, even though they don't have any of these things, right? Oh, look how tanky and how much damage we have suddenly. Um, that is one of the things that I always see, and one of the biggest things that I see is day one Mage Blood or Headhunter. You cannot achieve a Mage Blood or a Headhunter on day one. It's not possible. The only way you even get a Mage Blood or a Headhunter within the first week is if you are doing party play like Empyrean Gaming and his group, right? Or other people who do these kind of like very specific, like big farms, trying to specifically farm this one item in a group as much rarity as possible, having like super specific setups with like one guy that counts the enemies with increased item rarity, one cursor, one defensive, one guy who does damage, right? You can have this on day one. And if you open up a PUB that says League Start or like something like this, and you see something like this, where even the items, like this item right here, look at it. Do you think this item is anywhere achievable, even in like the first month? I don't believe so. These items are ridiculous. All of these are T1 rolls, and it's 6 T1 rolls. This item is basically perfect. This is a mirror-worthy item. If you had this item, you could start a mirror service where people come to you and may use mirrors. They give you the mirror, and you mirror the item for them, right? That's how good this item is. This is just not feasible. And then another thing is this level 21. How? On League Start? Like on the first day when you hit white maps, is your gems are gonna be like level 16 or something, like super low. And then as you gain more experience, right, you're gonna reach level 20. And then you can do this thing where you get a bunch of gems, put them in your offhand, right? And then when they get level 20, you corrupt them to get level 21. But that's not gonna be a day one thing. And then something like this, like a Watcher's Eye on the first day, Light of Meaning, Brutal Restraint, all of these unique items. You can't have this. And this is the quote unquote budget setup, right? Um, you won't be able to achieve this like anyway. This is not a League Start budget build. And those are like some of the things that I always see every single league. If you see these things, please check for them. Don't get baited by somebody. I want to also shout out to Tai Killer and DS Lily who call out these people who do these kind of things. Don't fall for it. If you want to make sure that you league start something that is actually viable, there's many big content creators who've been playing Path of Exile for ages who absolutely know what they're doing. And I see these videos who do these like bait things to try and gain clicks and views and everything, trying to post as early as much and then put a bunch of like exclamation points and red arrows on their thumbnails to get as many views as possible. Don't follow these people. There's many content creators who are established and know what they're doing. That's pretty much the video. A topic that's been annoying me for ages. When some of the new skill gem infos are out, I'm gonna start posting videos. Until then, you won't be seeing a video from me because I can't calculate it. And I'm also waiting for Path of Building to get updated. And until then, see you around.